For some time, I've felt really numb in terms of emotions, and I've spent thousands of dollars trying to heal things from the past in order to actually regain feeling. And in doing so, what came forward generally was a lot of sadness, and I kept having to work through things. And it's interesting to see that I experience sadness now in a different way, and sometimes I am sad and I don't know why. And then I start looking to the fact of, are these entities that are imposing this, or is this my own thing? The reason why I'm making this message is because there were still blockages and things that I still had that I didn't know how to figure out. And by using this new modality that I've come up with, sort of Quasimodo made my own method based on other methods and modalities that I've learned along the way. I'm learning and I'm feeling things differently, and things that necessarily, I don't want to say aren't mine, because they aren't mine in terms of they aren't mine from this lifetime. They're mine in terms of the fact that, yes, it's my soul, and my soul has lived previous lifetimes. So when I'm going back and I'm regressing myself, I feel the emotions of what my soul felt in that lifetime. And I find it interesting that as soon as I start to embody and see the vision of that lifetime, and I start to embody it, I start to feel the sadness that my soul felt at that time. The reason why I'm telling you this is because today I was in a lot of physical pain, with my monthly cycle. And when I say a lot of pain, I'm talking it's almost unbearable. But I try and refrain from taking any pharmaceuticals, and finally I just had to give in. I waited hours, I finally gave in. But I also noticed, based on the dreams that I had, which were pretty vivid and set me off, I was feeling off mentally. And I'm going through things in my head, and I decided to pull a few tarot cards, which I did. And of course, reading your own tarot at times, well, for me anyway, you can never decipher the messages as well as if I'm delivering the message for somebody else. So before I had done this, I have this whole list of things that I felt were belief points I still needed to change. So I looked at that, and I used my pendulum, and I said, okay, well, what's the priority kind of statement that I need to do? And it showed me. And then I read the messages from the cards, and I was a little confused because I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't understand. And then I put it all together. And so I regressed myself into this past life, and then I embodied the feeling of the sadness, and literally I start crying. I feel the sadness of what in that lifetime I was a man. I felt the sadness of what he felt. And basically, I work through it to resolve the issue and reframe the situation. So I've been feeling like crap for hours. I think it's about 9 or 10 o'clock right now. I've been feeling like crap for hours. I literally just did this healing, and now I feel better. I feel better mentally. So anyways, I wanted to share my experience with you. For me, it's proof in the pudding. But what I also find interesting is how much sadness is not mine from this lifetime that I'm carrying, and how it feels different now that I've gotten to that level. Sometimes I now question, I'm like, oh my God, how much left is there? But I must admit, I'm pretty sure I did a video the other day when I resolved my other one. Literally, I felt so happy, and I felt good since I did that one. Except for today. And I'm like, okay, now I understand there's full moon energy and lunar eclipse and all of these planets and da-da-da-da-da, which all could be contributing, but perhaps it's part of the release. Anyways, I figured I'd share that with you. I'm really loving what I've come up with as a healing technique. I'm really loving it. Like literally, before, when I've done these regressions with other people, when I've paid to do it with other people, there's no resolve at the end of it. I walk out, I don't feel any different, and I don't experience anything different. With the way I've figured out how to do this, I'm feeling literally, physically, mentally, I'm feeling a resolution at the time that we do this, or well, me, at the time that I do this work, and then after. So I'm glad. I really like it, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope somewhere, somehow, some of this information helps you in some way.